Would it be more handy if I put a revolving door in here for you? Now, Mrs. Huygens, the reason I brought you in here now is because I have a real important meeting today with Mr. Phillips. He's going to be here at noon. Mrs. Huygens, do you have any idea of what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so.
And that's close enough. Now, I want to run over two very important parts with you here because of this meeting. Now, first of all, I don't want anybody into this office here before noon. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. Now, point two, there's some things in these contracts here that are a little fuzzy at this time. So we're going to run over those together, just in case this time it's Mrs. Huygens, when I said I don't want to see anybody in here before noon, that don't include the people that I paid the salary to. You're the only person that I know that can actually tailgate herself. In this meeting, do you have any estimated the time that those doggone nails are going to be dry?
No.
They're beginning to attract the fruit flies. Squadron of those come over and dip their wings to us. Now, like I told you, I have this real important meeting today with Mr. Phillips.
Oh, yeah, he'll be here at noon.
Oh, thank you for that news flash. Do you have any news on the Hindenburg? Now, when he comes in here today at noon, he's liable to ask me some questions on this doggone contracts that I can't answer. So I got a little plan worked out here to do that. Now, when he's in here and you see me stand up to my desk, you press that buzzer in there on that intercom system and tell me I got a real important phone call. And that way I have a little time to look up that answer. Now, you think you got that?
Yeah.
That's dynamite. Okay. Now, why don't you go in there and we'll try this. When I stand up, you push that buzzer and tell me I got a real important phone call.
Okay.
All right. How about doing that now? Well, now, Mr. Phillips, that's a really good question. I'll have that answer for you real soon. Soon as I have that answer for... Excuse me a minute. Hey, Strawhead, listen. How are you supposed to see me in there when you're doing your nails like that? You should have one eye on it to me, one eye on to the desk, so you want to see me stand up, then you ring that buzzer for me. Now, repeat that after me. Do you understand what I said?
Yeah. What you want me to do when Mr. Phillips gets here is to wait and look at you when he asks you an important question that you don't know the answer to. You'll stand up, and that's a signal for me to buzz you on the intercom to tell you that you have an important call.
And the fog is beginning to lift. Watch me when I do that now.
What?
Watch me when I do that. Well, Mr. Phillips, that's a really good question. I'll have that answer in a minute. But first... Yes, Mrs. Huggins, what is it?
Well, you know.
I know what.
You know that when you stand up, you have an important phone call.
Well, tell that to me on the box.
I just did.
Get right in here, will you, Mrs. Huggins?
Well, what about the phone call?
Forget the phone call. There's no phone call. We're just pretending like that. Now, you get in there. Right now. Who's in here now? You're a real Jesse Owens. Give you this a dumb, simple thing to do. You don't even understand how to do this. This is like working at the Looney Tunes. Sit over here.
What?
I want you to pretend that you're me, and I'll pretend that I'm you. Now, you sit there. Now, when I point you from that room, you stand up. Then I'm going to buzz that buzzer and tell you you got a real important phone call. Now, you understand that?
Yeah, I'm you and you are me.
Boy, good news there. All right. And don't forget when I point to you.
Yes, Mrs. Wiggins.
You got the really departed the phone call of Mr. Tugboat.
Who is it?
What do you mean? Who is it?
How can I be sure it's important if I don't know who it is? Now find out who it is, Mrs. Wiggins.
There's no one to ask.
Mrs. Wiggins, by golly, how many times do I got to tell you to find out who it is? Before you buzz me on this here doggone intercom.
That's got nothing to do with it, Mr. Tugboat.
Don't you raise your voice to me, Mrs. Wiggins.
I raised my voice to you if I wanted to, Mr. Tugboat.
Okie dokie, this time you gone too far. Mrs. Wiggins, you're fired.
You come to fire me, I quit. You can get to yourself and not to the girl.
Well, hello there. I'm Idell Gossip from the Backpage News. It happened on one of those bustling nights in the big city where it was harder to hail a cab than to find a Filipino hooker in a progress. It was a sweltering night, muggy and stickier than the sheets at the hourly motel. Cops and crooks alike were hot and bothered. Hell, I was hot and bothered. We had ourselves a Category 4 shitstorm brewing, and I was about to get caught up in it without an umbrella. I went out looking for a story, and here's what I found. in a pub in the big city, near the shore. I met a wacky whaler, who was wacky for sure. He told of a legend, though it was a tall tale. If you wish to hear it, then hear it you shall. I felt like I was trapped in a Dr. Seuss book as this story unfolded. Fishing just off the coast of the big city in the Bay Area, this beast of a man wearing a slicker and boots, Spectre Jacques Cousteau pipe, topped with a weathered tricorn hat, with curly silver hair, is bursting out of the brim, losing itself in a beard that would make ZZ Top jealous. He seemed like a fish out of water, like the fish, you know, that grumpy goldfish in the cat hat. There, in his tale that he did tell, the end of this tale is scary as hell. I was finishing my cupcake when in they came. A young man and his girlfriend. Seen it all happen, they claimed. As he began to explain the claim they had made, I looked at his girlfriend. She reminded me of the kind of girlfriend who would sleep with your uncle for some smokes while you were sleeping in the other room.
Do we want to get right?
TFOKers, if you're looking for a 24/7 music stream for hard rock, rock, and Christian metal, and Christian rock, go to InYourHeadRadio.com. InYourHeadRadio.com is a brother station to TFOK Radio. So when you're not rocking with us on a live broadcast, go and listen to 24/7 music stream and also find out more about the 12 Thrones Band. Tune in to InYourHeadRadio.com because Mr. J said so.
Have you ever been in the club and had someone drop a date rape drug in your friend or your drink, and you think to yourself, damn, we should pay $12 for that drink and it was perfectly good from the man that bought it for us? Then use Blexicol. Blexicol counterreacts the effect of mollies or roofies. They're on the market today. So be smart, be safe, get Blexicol.
Side effects may include
Dizziness,
shortness of breath,
dry mouth,
rectal bleeding,
eyeball teeth,
anal leakage,
oily discharge,
vomiting,
and the tearing of anal wall and rectum.
RareCorp is not responsible if the patient becomes addicted to Blexicol. If you experience the above-mentioned symptoms, please promptly arrange your affairs and make peace with life, as you are going to die. Blexicol is intended for the usage mentioned in this commercial. The use of Blexicol is strictly prohibited in the United States, Mexico, Uganda, Bolivia, United Kingdom, Russia, Canada, France, Scotland, Ireland, Belgium, Germany, China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Spain, Morocco, South Africa, Egypt, Slovenia, India, Colombia, Argentina, and Italy. RareCorp releases any and all responsibility for any harm that Blexicol may cause.
You don't have to take my word for it. Use Blexicol.
You're listening to TFOK Radio. TFOK Radio, the station that rocks the TFOK nation.
So, okay. So this next song happened because Ricky got the most amazing booty call voicemail probably of all time.
Of all time, I think it's safe to say. Or at least of all time that someone made an MP3 of it, that someone being me, and that someone's about to play it for you guys.
So
yo,
check it out.
DJ, hit it.
Text message from phone number.
Whatever, he deserves it.